In the ancient kingdom of Velmora, where markets overflowed with silk, spices, silver, and ambition, there lived a merchant who believed one thing above all else: that gold was worth any price. He was admired by many, envied by rivals, and trusted by strangers. But there was one truth he did not understand. A fortune built by deception always demands payment. And when that payment comes, it rarely asks for silver. The city of Velmora. Velmora was a city of trade. Its stone streets were crowded from sunrise to moonlight. Caravans arrived from distant deserts carrying rare treasures. Ships unloaded exotic goods from foreign shores. Merchants shouted promises from every corner. In Velmora, wealth was power. And among its many traders, none rose faster than a young merchant named Sarvan. Sarvan was clever. He understood numbers quickly, spoke persuasively, and knew how to make ordinary goods appear extraordinary. At first, he built his business honestly. He sold fine oils, crafted fabrics, and preserved spices. And because of his discipline, his stall prospered. But prosperity can test a heart just as deeply as hardship. The first compromise. One summer, a drought struck nearby farming villages. Harvests failed, supplies shrank, prices rose. Fear spread through the markets. People needed grain, oil, and medicine. Sarvan watched carefully, and for the first time, he saw desperation. It's opportunity. Instead of selling fairly, he quietly diluted his oils. He mixed poor grain with quality grain. He raised prices beyond reason, and when customers questioned him, he smiled warmly and lied. "This is the finest I have." His profits doubled, then tripled. Soon, Sarvan's small stall became one of the grandest shops in Velmora. People praised his success. "Look how blessed he is," they said. But they did not know. His empire was quietly being built on falsehood. The warning. Not far from Sarvan's shop worked an older merchant named Edrin. Edrin had traded for decades. He was not the richest, but he was respected. One evening, as the market closed, Edrin approached Sarvan. "You are rising quickly," Edrin said. Sarvan smiled proudly. "Because I understand what others do not?" Edrin studied him carefully. "No," the old merchant replied, "and you understand profit, but not consequence." Sarvan laughed. "Gold is gold," but Edrin shook his head. "No. Gold gained by dishonor carries hidden weight." Sarvan dismissed him. For when greed grows louder, wisdom often sounds unnecessary. Success without peace. Months passed. Sarvan's wealth multiplied. He bought a larger home, imported luxuries, wore finer robes, but strange things began to happen. Customers returned angry. Supplies spoiled unexpectedly. Whispers spread. "This oil is weak. This grain is poor. He cheats." Sarvan responded the only way he knew. More deception. He bribed inspectors, silenced complaints, manipulated records, and though his wealth remained, his peace disappeared. He began sleeping poorly. Every knock at his door stirred fear. Every accusation sparked anger. For riches may comfort the body, but dishonesty torments the mind. The day of exposure. Then came the royal contract. The palace sought a supplier for the kingdom's winter reserves. Winning it would make Sarvan the wealthiest merchant in Velmora. So he prepared his greatest deception yet. He filled royal storage with diluted grain. For months, his profits became unimaginable until winter came, and the grain began to fail. Families suffered, workers weakened, children fell ill. The kingdom investigated. Truth, once buried beneath gold, rose like fire. Sarvan's records were uncovered, his lies exposed, his name shattered. The same city that once praised him now spoke his name with disgust. The price of falsehood. Sarvan lost more than wealth. He lost trust. And trust, once broken, is far more difficult to rebuild than fortune. His contracts vanished. His allies disappeared. Even those who once celebrated him turned away. For people may admire wealth, but they remember betrayal. Sarvan had spent years building a business, and only moments destroying his name. The lesson. Broken and humbled, Sarvan sat alone outside the city walls, and there, unexpectedly, Edrin found him. "You were right," Sarvan said quietly. Edrin sat beside him. "Many believe wealth is the greatest treasure," the old merchant said, "but wealth without truth is like building on sand." Sarvan lowered his head. "I wanted success," Edrin nodded, "but success without integrity is failure wearing expensive robes." And so Velmora remembered gold can purchase comfort, but truth sustains legacy. For a dishonest gain may enrich a season, but integrity builds what can outlive a lifetime. And in every age, those who choose gold over truth eventually discover that deception always collects its debt. This is only one lesson from the ancient world. For history is filled with those who chose wisely and those who did not. Follow Ancient Stories by Tojes for more original ancient tales of wisdom, power, and consequence. More ancient stories coming soon.